Hello, it's Dylan Simon with Kidder Matthews, Simon Anderson Multifamily Team coming to you from Seattle, Washington, this last day of July, giving you my take on what's happened this last month in the Pacific Northwest apartment market and share with you a couple of articles I found specifically insightful this month. First off, I'd like to highlight that in 2 weeks' time, I'll be one of the keynote speakers at the Washington Multifamily Housing Association's Washington Apartment Outlook. That's August 15th. Please come join us. I have a couple of seats left at my table, so reach out if you'd like one of those seats. Otherwise, there's a registration link below. Moving on to some news from this previous month. First off is an article from Green Street titled Sunny Forecast in a Rainy City. Great article highlighting the growth in this region compared to other cohort markets. Seattle's seen greater rent growth year over year, twice that of Northern California, 4x of that of SoCal. Green Street's reporting on a couple other highlights that's happening in this region. It's the first of many articles showing positive news in the Pacific Northwest, which is great to see. Leading from that, we've got an article from RealPage talking about demand surging across the US in the second quarter. For a while now, investors have been looking for good news, looking for a reason to jump back in the market, and we're starting to see that good news get published. Here, the gap between supply and demand is beginning to close. You can see this bluish line here, a big gap, seeing demand get really outstripped by supply. But if you look at what's happened these last couple of quarters, it's steadily catching up. And this is great news for property values and also great news for recovery of the market. Investors are taking note of this. They're starting to bid more on assets. More investors are coming to the market. And what it's leading to is actual growth in demand from the investor side, the buy side, leading to improved pricing. Now, this is continuing in this next article from mid-month, again from RealPage. And what they're forecasting is they're demonstrating improved rent growth for 2025. In a similar chart here, what they're showing is, again, demand on an annual basis is beginning to outstrip supply. And you can see here what's happening in 2025. It's a reversion to more demand than supply. And what that's going to equate to is actual rent growth, sustained rent growth. And you couple that with a drop off on apartment deliveries, and that's going to supercharge rent growth. And we're really starting to see investors take light of that, and that's boosting asset value. In this last month, I've seen easily 50 basis points of cap rate compression in the core of Seattle, and that will eventually spread throughout the region. Our team's been very much at the forefront of this. We've closed 3 transactions in the last 3 weeks with 16 sales year to date and another 16 lined up right now, either under contract, on the market, or coming to market soon. So I really encourage you, if you have not had your asset or any of your apartments valued recently, give me a call. Let's talk about what I'm seeing in the marketplace, because this is the greatest shift I've seen in the market in the last 24 months. It's been a very, very slow recovery, but I expect it to happen rapidly. And you want to be one of those owners, if you're looking to sell in the next 2 years, to be on the front end of that before there's too much competition in the marketplace. We're seeing the investors come back. They're programming greater rent growth in future years to justify paying more to right now. And that's a phenomenon that we've seen week after week, and we expect this to continue to trend into the rest of the year, as investors are definitely less concerned about the election cycle and more concerned about missing the investment cycle. Please reach out to me. Would love to discuss your properties, whether it's on the buy side or the sell side. We're here every day, excited to talk to you. If I haven't spoken with you in a while, please give me a call. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Dylan Simon signing off from Seattle. Take care.